stuff, so I'm angry.
Yes, but it's not, this is not, be quiet,
but
Tiffany,
everybody
be
knows.
quiet!
But you're not-
Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. I was rooting for you, we were all rooting for you, how dare you!
Do you really think you can have a cover girl contract with a gap in your mouth?
Why not?
This is all people see. Easy reach, beautiful cover girl.
Models from the show started speaking out against Tyra for allowing a culture of abuse.
And I grew up idolizing this woman.
She's a fake ass bitch.
How do you sleep at night knowing that you're poking girls' childhood traumas?
And the backlash against Tyra hit a fever pitch.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Why America's Next Top Model is the most toxic show of its decade.
And I could not believe the things that came out of those people's mouths.
This show is literally why I experienced eating disorders growing up.
Did Naomi ever call her out?
She actually didn't. Naomi, who had been known for her anger, took the high road on this one.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joel and hi, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time seeing me, hi, my name is Joel and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I give Zen vlogs, motivational talks, and I also do commentaries. So if this is the first time, hi, thank you so much for stopping by. I would like if you guys subscribe to this channel, like this video. If you want to add to my commentary, I would appreciate if you guys comment because I would like to know what you guys think about in this topic. So that being said, let's get right into this story. This is most likely going to be the first time you guys would see my bare face, except you follow me on Instagram, but this is most likely the first time you guys will see my bare face. So this is how I actually do look. That's because I am actually doing my makeup on camera. Almost all the times down the line when I record these videos, I always get very exhausted because all I'm doing is just talking to the camera and just holding my microphone there. So I have decided today to keep myself busy while I talk to you guys, because in case you guys do not know, I have ADHD and sometimes I just get so exhausted down the line. Currently today my ADHD medication is making me so nauseous, so that's why I decided to kind of keep myself busy while I tell you guys about this whole Tyra Banks thing. So that's why, and if I like it today, then once in a while or every other time I record, I'm going to do my makeup on camera. And besides, you guys actually do love my makeup, so at least it's time for you guys to see it in real time. That being said, let's get right into this video. So guys, today we're talking about Tyra Banks, and this is a deep dive into Tyra Banks' case. Tyra Banks, she was born on December 4th, 1973 in Inglewood in California. And she's a superstar in the realms of modeling, TV, and business. So basically, her incredible path from being a young, hopeful young model to a worldwide icon actually showcases her talent, her strengths, and the fact that she's a creative. Now, let's go into Tyra Banks' modeling career. Tyra Banks, she became famous, or she gained fame in the 1990s, and she gained fame as a prominent fashion model. She made history in 1997 as the first African-American woman to actually grace the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. This is where she actually did break barriers in the fashion world. Her success continued with a significant role as Victoria's Secret angel, and the fact that she was a Victoria's Secret angel actually cemented her position as a top model. Beyond her modeling achievements, Tyra Banks, she also became a role model to aspiring models, especially those that came from underrepresented backgrounds. Obviously, she was very influential, and her influence in the fashion industry went beyond her stunning looks as she passionately advocated for diversity and inclusion. Like I earlier stated, Tyra Banks, she was a model. She started off as a model, but smoothly she actually transitioned into the TV space. So she became a creator of a reality television sensation called the America's Next Top Model, and this was in 2003. So taking on the roles of host and executive producer, Tyra Banks, she transformed the modeling competition landscape, and this is where she gave aspiring models a stage to shine and learn the ropes of the fashion business.
UPN tonight, supermodel Tyra Banks brings you the series premiere of America's Next Top Model. 10 women, 8 weeks.
Winner takes all.
So obviously this is a good thing for Tyra Banks because minus anything, she has a very or then she had a very vibrant personality, and obviously she's a model and she had this modeling know-how, and because of these qualities that she had, she actually did play a very key role in making sure that this show, the American Next Top Model show, actually lasted for so long. I think it lasted from 2005 to 2018. This show was not just entertaining, it became a very valuable launch pad for aspiring models who decided to kickstart their career. But later down the line, these models, they've come out to claim that the show did not do anything for their career, but we'll get down to that. So Tyra Banks, apart from her being a model, she was also an entrepreneur. Her entrepreneurial flair extended beyond modeling and TV. So in 2004, she started her own cosmetic lines called the Tyra Beauty, with a focus on empowering women through beauty and self-confidence, and the unique direct selling approach, which is also MLM, multi-level marketing. But here I'm going to say allegedly, because when I was looking down at it, like, there was a report I saw that she said it's not LMM, that is not a scam, that she pays tax and everything. So I'm just going to say allegedly, just cover my back. The unique selling direct approach not only brought beauty products, but also helped to build this tight-knit community that also fostered connection and empowerment on a very personal level. And beyond beauty, Tyra, she also stepped into education and mentorship by founding the T-Zone Foundation. And the goal of this foundation was to empower young girls and also instill confidence and leadership skills in these girls. So through this impact, she was able to demonstrate her commitment to uplifting and supporting the next generation. So now that I've said a little bit about Tyra Banks, let's go to Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell. So back in the day, Naomi Campbell and Tyra Banks, they were breaking barriers for black models. So Naomi, she was the first black model on the cover of French Vogue in 1988, and she was the first to cover the front of the September issue of American Vogue in 1989. So in 1997, she also rocked the runway as the first black American woman, or the first black woman actually, the first black woman to open a Prada show. And around the same time, that was when Tyra also made history by gracing the cover of the Sport Illustrated swimsuit issue that I had said earlier. So in 1996, Tyra also became the first African American woman on the cover of GQ. So when it came to their careers often mirrored each other, and both of them, they actually featured in Michael Jackson's music video, and they became famous for their distinctive runway walks. And Tyra, she became the first black woman to headline a Victoria's Secret catalog. However, their paths weren't very smooth. Tyra, she accused Naomi of creating a very hostile environment at a fashion show, and this led to some backstage drama. They even hashed it out on Tyra's talk show in 2005 with Tyra Banks. She shared her own side of the story, and at the end of the day, Naomi apologized in a roundabout way. Some people said it's a roundabout way, but obviously, if you put yourself, because I watched the video, if you put yourself in that situation, sometimes it's hard to apologize, especially if you know within yourself, like, whatever happened is not intentional. But we'll just say in a roundabout way, Naomi Campbell actually did apologize, and I felt like Tyra actually did box her in, because in the talk show, it was just her and Tyra. There was no audience, so except like maybe the cameraman, the producers, whatever. But like literally in the talk show, there was no audience. It was just Naomi and Tyra Banks. So this was where Tyra Banks was just listing all the things that she thought that Naomi did to her.
We were doing that fashion show backstage, and you came up to me right when I was about to walk out. You said, "You'll never be me, don't ever think that you'll be me," and something like that. I said that?
Yeah. That doesn't sound like me to people that would know me.
I'm not sure if you're understanding that experience between you and I was one of the most difficult times in my entire life.
Naomi's been the queen of the fashion industry for decades, but she's always been notorious for her temper.
You have a reputation, rightly or wrongly, for being quite an angry person.
You know that people call you a bitch.
And when Tyra shared the stage with Naomi for the first time, that anger was on full display.
I called my aunt. I said, she's right behind me. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's right here. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? But Naomi, do you remember what you said to me?
What did I say?
You said, I heard you talking about me. You called me the B word.
But people didn't realize the role the media played in turning them against each other.
In 2019, Tyra, she opened up on the tough times that actually did happen in Paris. And here she claimed that Naomi tried to push her out of the modeling scene. And in 2020 interview, Tyra also revealed that she hadn't spoken to Naomi since around 2009. Things got heated in 2020 when Naomi shared an article on Instagram that questioned Tyra's behavior on America's Next Top Model. So in case you guys do not know, America's Next Top Model happened early 2000s, but in 2020, due to the pandemic, people were just revisiting their old shows, and people watched, I don't know who started it, but somebody watched America's Next Top Model, and obviously the things that flew then cannot fly now. Like literally everybody will be cancelled down to the cleaner. So things got heated in 2020 when Naomi, she shared an article on Instagram that questioned Tyra's behavior on America's Next Top Model. And here Tyra also acknowledged her past mistakes, but she did not directly respond to Naomi. But as of now, it feels like their feud is still simmering under the surface. That brings us to our next topic, which is the trauma that is Tyra. Let's talk about America's Next Top Model. This show started from early 2000s. So it started in May 2003 to April 2018. And this show featured a bunch of young aspiring models that were competing in various challenges to win a modeling contract. Tyra Banks, she was the brain and she was the face behind this show. Here's the catch here. America's Next Top Model, ANTM. America's Next Top Model sounds so long, but ANTM, it had its own fair shares of problem. There were issues with toxicity, unhealthy body standards, and some confusing ideas about race and sexuality. Tyra, being the driving force, she actually did play a role in all of this because obviously everything had to go through her. So it seemed, even though later on the line she was like, some of the companies or some of the modeling agents were the ones feeding her, but then again, you're the face of the show. Now let's go to some of the mishaps that actually did happen on the show. So in one episode of America's Next Top Model, we can see Tyra telling a gay contestant, I'm black, I'm proud, and I'm not like walking down the red carpet saying, I'm black.
I'm gay, and I'm really proud of it. I think there's a certain thing of being proud. Like, I'm black and proud, you know what I mean? But I'm not like walking on the red carpet. I'm black. Yeah, I'm proud.
In April 2020, Business Insiders, they also interviewed former crew members and contestants that were on the show. And here, this is where they uncovered distressing experiences from their time on the show. Some people accused Tyra of neglecting their well-being, suggesting that the competition actually put their lives at risk for higher ratings. Basically, the insiders, they shared stories of the model feeling traumatized and experiencing panic attacks on the set with no access to medical help. In May 2020, America's Next Top Model actually became popular on Netflix, and when it became popular on Netflix, oh my days, the criticism just increased. And addressing the backlash on Twitter, she actually did acknowledge her insensitivity on certain moments. And here she actually did admit on the choices that she made. And she said those choices were off choices. So here she experienced gratitude for honest feedback, and she sent love and virtual hugs to everybody. Discussing a specific 2005 episode which I spoke about, where Tyra actually advised a gay contestant not to emphasize their sexual orientation. Here it's very essential to recognize that society or the mindset of society has actually changed since then. So while Tyra actually received a GLAAD award in 2009, the context of the 2005 episode is very crucial in understanding evolving attitudes that have been towards the LGBT issues or towards the LGBT community. Upon reflection, certain aspects of the ANTM wouldn't be well received today without criticisms or significant editing. So there were instances in the show where there was race swapping. So here, black women were made to look like white women, and also white women were made to look like black women. And what do we call that? We call that blackface. So instances like darkening model skin for photo shoots in cycle 4 and cycle 5, they likely would never go unnoticed or unchallenged today in today's world.
Now there's a twist. We are actually going to switch your ethnicities. Christina, you're going to be an East Indian. Christina, regal, not cold. Tiffany, you're going to be Native American. It's Jared.
Oh, my baby name is Chadrick.
Brittany, an African American woman.
A black girl with a nose job. Come on.
You're a Jackson.
Tight little cute fro.
I got you, sweetie. I got you. You're not gonna go.
Couple more. Kenya, Korean. Nice. Kaylin.
We're featuring you as a Hawaiian.
It is going to be uncomfortable. Just as a warning.
And a little island girl smile just with your eyes, you know?
Tyra, she apologized for those incidents and she clarified the intentions behind those shoots. However, these occurrences underscore how societal awareness and attitude have evolved over the years. So in cycle 4, there was a model, her name is Kenya. So Kenya, she raised concerns about a male model touching her inappropriately. And when she told Tyra actually dismissed it, and she suggested to Kenya that she should have been more assertive in handling the situation. In cycle 7, there was another contestant that actually did face criticism from a male model, and Tyra's judging panel actually advised her to kiss him and figure out a way to work together. Another element on the show was weight shaming. So weight shaming was also a very serious problem on the show. So Kenya, she was pressured about her diet and she was told to eat better and to address her weight gain. But in reality, if you look at Kenya, she didn't look big at all. Down the line, when she faced the judges, I think I can remember Tyra Banks was like, in the outside world, you're thin, but here on American Next Top Model, you're not thin, you look basically insinuating that she's fat. There was a photo shoot around that time in cycle 4 where Kenya, because they were talking about her weight and the fact that she was adding weight, Tyra Banks and the whole production, what did they do? They made her dress like an elephant and portray the deadly sin of gluttony. While she was having this photo shoot, they were literally emphasizing on her tummy with sound effects, and they were doing like close-up shots on her tummy, trying to like address her insecurities.
You have to model with your whole body. The other girls got on the ground, got up, moved around, held things in the air. You were like this the whole time.
Aloof and Passion were exactly the same. It was like Groundhog's Day.
Wow. Wow, what? Beautiful face. This is a beautiful shot, and it has an elegance that elephants have, despite their heaviness.
This photo is really beautiful, Kenya, but I hate to say it. They had to do a lot of body work on you and retouching.
At home, pretty much, I try to, eat right. And when we come here, my metabolism, everything is thrown off.
Stop! If you're sporting a gut, then you turn to the side and disguise it.
Kenya, in the real world, you're a thin girl. But the fashion industry is so extreme, and I would love to change the rules, but until that happens, I think it's all about choices, Kenya. You can get a burger and take the bread off. I make it work when I have to.
Thank you.
Now, I can eat whatever the hell I want. They'll retouch it, because I paid my dues.
I saw you eating those burgers.
I do. I eat.
Sheets of ribs.
You're new. Be honest with yourself and don't point the finger, because nobody will retouch a picture as much as we did this picture.
So the winner of cycle 6, Diane, she faced criticism from Tyra for her accent and the gap in her front teeth.
So Danielle, you went to the dentist, but you refused to have your gap closed. Do you really think you can have a CoverGirl contract with a gap in your mouth?
Yeah, why not?
This is all people see. It's easy to reach beautiful CoverGirl. It's not marketable.
Yeah, just a little bit is okay, but I don't want to completely close it.
Well, I guess she just left the gap wide open for another girl, baby.
I agree. I don't see any...
So the show also featured questionable moments like conducting a shoot right after a contestant actually learned of a friend's death. During this cycle, her conversation with her boyfriend was also aired, where she confessed to her boyfriend that she cheated. Tyra being so sneaky. There were like numerous makeovers of young girls that were crying on film. Like she took their life story to create her show, which is very exploitative. So behind the scenes, America's Next Top Model and Tyra, they reportedly penalized contestants for their personal choices. So Gina from Circle 24, she revealed that she was shamed for posing for Playboy. Angelia, a two-time contestant, she actually filed a lawsuit in 2014. Here, she claimed that she was disqualified for disclosing her work as an escort. She was kind of mean, I'm not gonna lie. She was kind of mean. Actually, she was very mean, not kind of mean. She was actually very mean. Season 12 of the show, contestant Aminat Yinde, she actually informed the stylist that she was allergic to relaxers. So in case you guys don't know what relaxers are, which I think you should, but anyways, let me just say what relaxers are. So relaxers, they were used back in the days. People still use them now, but obviously not as rampant as before. I, as a child, I used relaxers on my hair, and yeah, so relaxers basically, especially if your hair is nappy like this. So obviously nappy hairs are a little bit harder to maintain compared to like silky straight hairs. It's just a lot that goes into maintaining your hair. So we use relaxers. I don't know if relaxers are the same thing as perming, but we use relaxers to straighten the hair for the meantime before your undergrowth comes out. So relaxers are used to like straighten the hair, is chemical. So you use that for your hair, and it could actually burn your scalp. That's how you know that the relaxer is ready, because it would burn your scalp, if that makes sense. She told the hairstylist, she was like, see, I'm allergic to relaxers and I don't want to use chemicals to straighten my hair. But the stylists, they were like, this is out of our control. We have to do whatever Tyra wants. During the makeover, they actually relaxed her hair. Yeah, they relaxed her hair. So Ayinde, she actually said that after the whole hair relaxer situation, she actually discovered a 2-inch bald spot after removing her extensions, and it actually took 3 years before her hair actually did grow back. She expressed disappointment, and she felt like Tyra did not take care of the contestants' well-being. Obviously, this was Tyra's show, and she was very, very hardworking. But I feel like the fact that she was so hardworking, her hard work or her dedication to her show actually worked against her contestant. I don't think she actually paid her contestant any mind. Didn't care how her contestant felt. She just did what she thought would bring ratings to the show, because obviously you would need your show to be renewed. So what better thing to do than to create all the shock value and use people's personal experiences to literally sell your show? Obviously, people want to watch that and people would be returning. So I guess that's what she did. But she didn't know that she was... Maybe she knew. She can't say she didn't know. She was an adult. Fuck it. She knew, but she did not take it serious. She didn't take the welfare or the well-being of her contestants' mind seriously. And she was using this excuse as to, this is the fashion line, this is the fashion world, this is how it is. She made these people do worse things on the runway. Oh my god, you guys. She made people do worse things on the runway. Like, someone even broke her knee on the runway. Someone was walking on the runway and then like a bell swung her. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but like, you're not going to sit that on like a normal runway. Please correct me if I'm wrong. The show's challenges actually became increasingly risky and eccentric due to Tyra's aversion to repetition and constant efforts to literally surpass previous seasons. There was an ill-conceived deal with a Greek tourism board that led to a photo shoot in Crete with contestants that were actually covered in oil. And the fact that these contestants were covered in oil, it actually caused them sunburns. Like literally, there was even a time where there were models, contestants that were made to do photo shoots in a swimming pool, and I think then it was cold, and there is this contestant, she actually did have hypothermia, and she did the show, she had hypothermia, even though she told them prior to the show that, see, I have hypothermia, if I go into this water, it's going to affect me. So when it was bad, they brought her out, and then they were like, why weren't you assertive? Literally gaslighting and manipulating people. Like, honestly, that would, all these things would not even fly now. Like, who the fuck is Tyra? All these things would not fly now. I'm being very, very serious. There was even one instance where a deaf contestant was actually forced to pose in a dark room without the ability to see his translator. You guys, I can't make this thing up, honestly. I can't make it up. Like, you cannot tell me that in a whole production, there was not a single person who could speak to Tyra. And to be fair, if I think about it, there are people where they would be working with people and nobody will be able to speak to them because of their approach. So, yeah, because even some judges, they've actually come out to say that Tyra was not nice to them on the show, behind the scenes and things like that. So, it could be as a result of her just wanting to do things her own way and literally hating everybody who decided to, like, make her see things from a different perspective, if that makes sense. So now let's just digress a little bit from the America's Next Top Model. Let's go to Tyra Banks' show herself. Like I stated earlier, like, her show was just so cringe. Like, when you go back and think about it, even like on her show, she did like some controversial social experiments, like wearing a fat suit to understand. Because I don't know why I'm laughing. She wore a fat suit to understand life as a fat person. Oh my days. Oh my days. If that is not fatphobic, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, that is literally fatphobic. And honestly, I do not use the word fatphobic anyhow. Because why do you want to understand the world as a fat person? Now that is cringe. Yeah, she was a kid. And also confronting teens about bullying and putting a black man in white face. When I watched this clip of her putting a black man in white face, that man didn't look white. He didn't look white. He looked like someone who was suffering from chicken pox and their parents, and then they rubbed calamine lotion. I don't know, I've never had chicken pox before, but my siblings, they've had chicken pox, and I can remember when, like, literally when I was younger, everybody in the house had chicken pox except me and my dad. And my dad said I'd never had chicken pox before. So everybody had chicken pox. Even people who came to visit, they had chicken pox. So literally, when they have chicken pox, there is this thing called calamine lotion, and it was rubbed on my brother's body. So the black man looked like, he didn't look like a white man. I would not see that man out in the open and think he was white.
You want to be white?
Yes.
All right, well, Lawrence, he said he wanted to be white. So we used the miracle of makeup to grant his wish for one day so he can see if it was everything that he thought it would be.
We set up Lawrence to step into the skin of a white man, literally.
Hey, Lawrence, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm Todd.
We enlisted Todd Tucker, the makeup master who turned me into a 350-pound woman, an exotic dancer, and a man, to work his magic and transform Lawrence from black to white.
The white looks, to me, it looks really good. I look like I'm a real person to me. I look a lot better and feel a lot better. I have so many emotions right now. It's just so overwhelming. I don't know what to say. I'm white. I'm finally white. I can't wait to walk down the street as a white guy and just finally know that people won't see me for black. I'll be white on the outside.
The transformation was complete, and Lauren set off to walk a day in the shoes of a white man.
I'm ready to go out and show the world the new me. Hi, how are you doing? Good. Oh, hi, how are you? I'm living in a fairy tale. I'm in Beverly Hills on Rodeo Drive. I'm white. There's nothing more that can make this dream come true for me. How are you doing, sir? Good. I can tell with people's reactions, the way they look at me are so different. The way they perceive me, they see me as a good-looking person, white, with money, lots of class, and I'm on Rodeo Drive, so it's just so great. I just can't believe it. I feel like I own the world. So how are you? Good. Thank you. I know how you feel. It'll be okay. Thank you. I saw a homeless man. I saw how he felt. I mean, just a few hours ago, I was black, and I know how that feels. If I would have been a black man giving a homeless guy a couple of dollars, I think he would have just threw it down. Hi, sir. Can I pet your dog, please? Sure. Oh, thank you. He's very nice. He's very sweet. She's very sweet. I petted a dog, and I know if I was black, he would not have liked it. Being a white man, I know the dog didn't care, and neither did his owner. Had I been black, I don't think neither of them would have appreciated it. I've always felt white on the inside, but now it's like, I feel whole, I feel complete.
Apart from that, let's not forget about Tiffany. I'm sure most of you know about Tiffany. So basically, Tiffany, she was eliminated from the show, from the cycle. And because when they told her that she was eliminated, she did not cry. So because she did not cry, that's when Tyra said that thing. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, Tiffany.
I've been through stuff, so I'm angry.
Yes, but it's not, this is not, be quiet, Tiffany. Be quiet! Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
And yeah, because she expected her to cry. She also eliminated one woman because she was too skinny, and she said that because this woman was too skinny, it was going to send the wrong message to people, you know, body positivity, and people would think that it's okay to be that skinny. But then, on the other hand, there was a woman that was too skinny too, and she had like very like tiny waist. And guess what? She told this woman, she was like, oh, your waist is the tiniest in this world. I've never seen any waist like this, blah, 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 blah. And she praised this woman. This woman was let on the show. So like, it felt like Tyra just did whatever she wanted to do when it came to this show. She would bring up something that made sense, and at the end of the day, she would counter her word. So let's go back to the lady with the gap tooth. At the same time, there's another woman who had gap tooth. And guess what? Tyra praised her gap tooth.
So Danielle, you went to the dentist, but you refused to have your gap closed. Do you really think you can have a CoverGirl contract with the gap in your mouth?
Yeah, why not?
This is all people see. Easy Reads Beautiful CoverGirl. It's not marketable.
Yeah, a little bit is okay, but I don't want to completely close it.
Well, I guess she just left the gap wide open for another girl, baby.
I agree.
I think this picture is crazy, like the fact that you use your little gap in your tooth again.
That gap tooth is like the road to fashion stardom. I love it. Desiree.
That woman was white. So in conclusion, some aspects that might have been considered like acceptable like 17 years ago or over 17 years ago, especially on reality TV show, in today's world, it would never hold up. The poorly thought out photo shoots and the suggestion, such as telling a contestant to close their gap tooth, in today's world, do you guys think that will hold up? That would not even hold up for 1 second. That would not even hold up for a minute. So according to Tyra, while Tyra's aim to challenge beauty standards and address topics like race, inequality, sexuality, and gender on America's Next Top Model, the show unintentionally actually did. Would you even say unintentionally? I won't say unintentionally. I really do not know. Because I don't know how you'll be doing all those things and you will not know that you're actually exploiting people just because you want to up your show's ratings? Were you that blinded by money that you did not know that you were harming people in progress? Like, is that how blind you were, that you didn't know that you were harming other people in progress? Like, I would say she was actually exploiting people for ratings. She was exploiting models for ratings. And these models have come out to say that, like, literally, some of them, they've gone to therapy because obviously this created a lasting impact on their mental health. My battery is low, I have to redo it. So looking back, is just very clear to see the missteps of the show and how the show actually fell short of its initial goals. I get it. I don't think when Tyra decided to produce the show, I don't think her initial thinking was, oh, I'm going to exploit these people. But during the show, obviously, things just led her to just put herself into the show and exploit these models. I don't know if I'm making sense. In 2020, revelations about how poorly Top Model treated its contestant also like raises doubt about Tyra's image, because her image came into question. People were wondering, like, was she really a loving mentor and was she a very supportive host? And this prompted the question, how genuine was Tyra's portrayal as a career mentor? How was it? Was it like very genuine, or was she doing things for the camera? But then again, we can see her attitude show in the camera, like literally through the show. A significant part of Tyra's backstory involves her saying that she was bullied by Naomi Campbell. You will not speak about Tyra Banks without talking about Naomi Campbell, because a very huge part of Tyra's backstory or of her upcoming was that she was bullied by Naomi Campbell. So back in the day, it was very hard for you to see like black models. They were black models, but they were not as mainstream as Naomi Campbell or Tyra Banks. So obviously, when it comes to things like this, there's always one black person that would have to take the spot, even in today's world. But then it was literally worse. So obviously, Tyra has come and she's made claims. Actually, during the show, she said that Naomi, she's very, very scared of Naomi, that Naomi makes her so scared. She also said that there was a time where Naomi actually came and told her and was like, you're not me, you would never be me. But Naomi, when Tyra actually told her this, she was like, that is not something that I would not give myself away by coming to you and telling you, oh, you would never be me. That's not something she sees herself doing. Tyra even said that there was a show that they had. She was backstage preparing to go on the runway because it was meant to be her and Naomi, that the director of the show actually said that she would have to drop Tyra. And when Tyra asked her why, she was like, he used his face to point at Naomi. And Tyra was like that she went to the booth of the phone and she called her mom and she told her mom, if she wants to take the show, let her take the show. I'm tired. If she wants to take the show, she's to have the whole show. Basically insinuating that Naomi was the one who told the director to take her out of the show. But when she confronted Naomi was like, that is not me. Have you ever been on this? I've forgotten the designer. I don't know if it was Givenchy. Have you ever been on this person's show before? Literally, he takes people away last minute. I don't have the power to put people or to take people away. So obviously, Tyra coming to speak about Naomi has actually aligned with how Naomi is seen, not only in the fashion industry, even in the world. So basically, there've been allegations that Naomi has thrown a phone at a staff before and has also collected blood diamonds. And obviously, most people think that Naomi is this narcissistic terror, but obviously, people see Naomi in this light saying, oh, Naomi is a very rude person. Because there's even one show that I watched of her where someone was trying to compare herself to her. She was like, don't you ever compare yourself to me. You would never be me. And you would never be me. And you would never be on my level. Something like that. So obviously, this whole persona that Naomi has in the eyes of people also kind of painted Tyra to be one of Naomi's victims, if that makes sense.
We know modeling for Cavalli and Versace and Dior.
Don't compare yourself to me. You are not on my level, Nicole. You never will be on my level. Do not compare yourself to me.
Given the context of Tyra's extreme actions on Top Model, it actually raises the questions: were Tyra's claims about Naomi's treatment more orchestrated than Tyra presented them to be? Was she really bullied by Naomi? Perhaps Naomi isn't entirely innocent of the alleged misconduct over the years, but maybe some aspects of the stories we've actually heard weren't entirely accurate. Maybe, I'm not saying it wasn't, maybe, because people have actually thought about it, because obviously we're only hearing these things about Naomi, but for Tyra, we can literally see it on her shows, on America's Next Top Model and the Tyra Banks show. So it's very possible that Naomi wasn't a bully, but someone who didn't think about Tyra as much as Tyra obsessed over her. Understand? Because Tyra, she's come out to say that Naomi was like, she looked up to Naomi, she really did love Naomi, like Naomi was her role model. So obviously, because she was so obsessed with Naomi, maybe she expected same in return, or she expected like more accolades from Naomi, and obviously Naomi is not about that life. So Tyra, she's openly discussed the feud in interviews and indirectly on America's Next Top Model and other occasions over the years, while Naomi, she doesn't really talk about it. Yeah, so guys, that's literally all I have for you guys today. I actually did enjoy doing this. Like, all my days, I actually did enjoy doing this. I can't wait to like edit. Like, honestly, doing my makeup and speaking to you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm like more freeing, more, it didn't feel like a task, if that makes sense. It didn't feel like a task, it just felt natural, felt good. And I think I'm going to be doing this from now on, maybe not all the time, but most of the time. I didn't feel as tired as I normally felt when I speak to you guys on just with my phone. Like, I didn't feel as tired. I felt quite, good. So I think I'm going to be doing this. But guys, thank you guys so much. And if you enjoyed this makeup look, yeah, thank you guys so much. I really wanted to go for something Y2K, something, not old, something Y2K, something in the 20s, something, But guys, that being said, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you're not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I know some of you may want to comment on lashes. Please don't, because you're going to rarely see me wear lashes. And guys, I did my nails today. You're going to rarely see me wear lashes. So if you want to do this look with lashes, that's totally fine. If you want to comment on lashes, please don't, because I hardly wear lashes. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and thank you guys so much. Like, this means the world to me. Until next time, bye.